Hey guys, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. I think this could potentially be the last step, but I don't know. Obviously, I've never completed this game before, but it does feel like this mission is going to be the last mission, so let's get back to the Unreliable, and let's jump the stasis ship, however it is.
Stop in
the
the engine
Hope.
room. Would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Yeah. Okay. The Hope. Let's go.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
What's going to happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun.
That's all for now. Okay, that's not great, is it? Okay. I would like some more heavy ammo, but hey, let's just do this. Parvati and Sam, maybe? Ellie. Yeah, Parvati and Ellie. Cool. Halcyon is part of the Halcyon cluster, so named because Halcyon is the brightest star in the cluster. I don't know. Okay, so we got two bits we need to do. Let's switch back to the heavy weapon and leave us machine gun for the last thing. Use terminal. Patch root and auxiliary power source to supplement UDL's reactor. Okay. Continue. Gotta level up and gonna go. Cool. Ellie's got level up as well. Armor rating, yeah, I'll do.
Hurry.
Quincy Duncan.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside.
I was sent to repair the reactor so it doesn't explode and take the colony out with it.
Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
We'll take your mag picks. And your heavy ammo. Are we over encumbered already? To be honest, we don't really need. Should we equip the plasma rifle? It's only 208 damage per second, and everything else we've got is like. Except for that, let's unequip that. light assault rifle that uses heavy, though we don't want to equip anything else that uses heavy. Yeah, maybe we equip the plasma rifle, I don't know. Or maybe the grenade launcher. Okay. I'm going to repair all equipped as well. Just get rid of all the standard weapons, I think that's the way of going it. Really need to find a vendor so we can get rid of, what's my armor looking like? 34 and 29. We can probably do better than that. 46 does just look stupid there. Yeah, it does. I like the way our armor kind of looks, so we're just going to keep it. Someone else though can use the better armor. What's 34 and 41, 46, and 53. Okay, Parlay, what are you wearing? 26 and 7. I don't want them both wearing the same thing. 36. That's at least some better armor for a head. Okay. It should be at least a little better for us. So where are these uniforms? In here? Yeah, mate, where are these supposed uniforms? Do we just have them because we came in here? That would be a bit silly, wouldn't it? No, we need one more lockpicking. I think I've just destroyed everything that gave us more, haven't I? Oh, so there must be another way in, maybe the terminal. Okay. And let's go back out so we can recharge the okay, so there's another way in, fine. Route communications through to the unreliable.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry.
Error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself.
This statement is false.
Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Please report to your nearest mechanical engineer.
Everything I say is false.
Error. Paradox prevention has temporarily disabled this unit's auditory processing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, what do I have to do now? I couldn't hear because use the main control console to decide where to send the home. Okay.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious.
Comms patch out of the room.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Skip the Hope to Terra 2.
Jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Do it.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now. Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Oh. I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
I got a feeling it's not going to let us fast travel. Yeah. Because the thing is, we're going to get spotted now. This guy's failed.
All things ready.
Oh, wrong dot. Don't worry about it, guys. Just run. Woo. Yeah, the board doesn't seem to like us at this point, I don't think.
Nice.
Okay, let's get back to Phineas's lab. So, what now, Phineas?
Captain, I am receiving a Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Okay. Phineas's lab.
Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab.
I take it we're going to be fighting some board members here. Universal Defense Logistics Official Arrest Receipt. As per official arrest protocol outlined in Defense Logistic Incarceration Document A43 blah blah blah, the individual who has been detained at this location must appear in an official halcyon court at the appointed date and time within this paperwork in order to register that they are indeed properly arrested for crimes listed under their name. Failure to... yeah, okay, so it's... Please note that this is the only copy of this receipt that you will receive, and it is your responsibility to have it with you when you appear for your registration session. Okay.
Captain, are you okay?
Not really, actually. Okay, we went down pretty quick then. To be fair, I shouldn't have just been blind firing on the guy right next to him, but hey. So did he escape? Or is he just hiding in there? Jesus. So it seemed like the difficulty spiked just a wee bit. Maybe the grenade launcher is a good thing. Oh, is this the... yeah, this is the machine gun, isn't it? Let's try it. God damn it, that... whatever that electrical weapon is. I need to be like healing constantly. Maybe we're not supposed to fight them? But he aggroed on us as soon as I went in that first time, didn't he? Okay. I'm pretty sure that machine gun is my highest DPS. Yeah. Oh no, wait. The light machine gun, by far. Okay. Oh god damn it, get away, get away, get away! I can't... It's not like the healing's so slow, and it doesn't like it's one of those kind of heal you over time kind of things as well. Have I got a Adreno? Is there anything stronger than Adreno? Adreno time. I don't know. Maybe there is, but... nice if you had like grenades or something. I know we've got a grenade launcher, but you have to switch back to it. Where's the guy with the electric weapon? Is it him? I think it's the technician, isn't it? We need to get in here. Whoa. To go from where we... I mean, I know in the previous quest we died a little bit, like once or twice, but to go from, you know, that to literally not being able to, you know, stay alive for more than about 3 seconds in this room is not great balancing, is it? Okay, so we killed that guy first time. Oh my god, get it. Okay, maybe we pre-heal. That's 2. They're both about to die. Yeah, okay, I don't want a perk point to have a permanent debuff. I mean, Jesus. So that was annoying. Pocket watch. It just makes me concerned that this last mission is going to be a slog. Okay, can we get into this room somehow? Oh, yeah, it's open. Last will and testament. Reminder, subject may be unstable. Okay. Well, what can I do? Please present login and password. So, what's this login and password? Do you reckon Phineas works for the board?
Nice going.
Finn's Force, is that going to be good? I picked up quite a lot of weapons that aren't very good. It's 630 DPS, it's not really... It's beating the grenade launcher though, isn't it? What? Ammo? Energy ammo, yeah, okay. Let's get to a workbench, shall we, and see if we can improve his weapons a bit. Do you have to hack this? Journal. Phineas sent you a transmission screaming about corporate pigs. You found Phineas's lab was ransacked. Search his lab for additional info. So we're just searching the area for the password, okay. Right, okay. It's an assisted pig. Nice. Enter passcode. If you are seeing the screen, I, Phineas V. Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges levelled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work, or rescue me, preferably alive. Screen constitute. If this is Lyle, I prepared an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Open panel. Okay, hidden panel. Where's this hidden panel? Tartarus nav key, okay. So now it's a rescue mission. Is there a... no, there's one on the ship anyway, isn't there? Weapons bench. I want to try and upgrade everything as much as we can because we seem to be losing fights pretty quickly right now.
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise.
Okay, so... it will cost 69 bits. Yeah, I think we can afford that. We've got like 50,000 bits. Okay. Okay, so we've upgraded most stuff to about as much as we can. And also modify. Current, it's got fun times barrel, which is more crit damage. Less sway and spread. We don't often get crits, do we? So let's do that. Increases the amount of ammunition for the weapons and magazine carries. Oh, just bigger magazine size. That is good, especially for a large. Is that what's already on? Ah, that's what we've already got. Okay. Yeah, we pretty much maxed out those, haven't we? No, we don't want to sight on a pistol. Okay.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Okay.
Doc Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we've any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
We're doing it. Everyone strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick, got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding. You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Yeah, let's go. Tartarus. Yeah. Okay, so let's just save. We can save again now, I guess. Whatever.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
That's all for now.
Speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
How long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
Alright. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Okay, sure. Right, who we take him? Maybe we take... I want to have Parvati with us. Maybe we take Neo, because she seemed to be pretty handy with her weapon. Zing! Oh, it looks like a nice old greenhouse. Right.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat!
Nice. Get some health. That's always good. Ooh, what's all this stuff? Mag pick. Yeah, I'm not bothered about being in disguise. We're gonna get caught sooner or later, aren't we? Oh, there's another one of these electronic guys. Oh my god. Yeah. Are we supposed to be more leveled up than this?
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never
Let's just go back in for a second. Let him.
Push on, Mardat.
Somebody tossed this garbage. What was that? I saw something.
Or I guess we just push up with those guys. the game just crashed, so God knows. That's never happened before in this game. But I did notice it stuttering a little bit before it happened.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board
Just
will
let them
never
take a
own
few of those guys
Not
out
while I
first.
breathe. Push on, Mardat.
Somebody toss this garbage on the
Unless, could we just use that as a distraction and just, because we've got this disguise on for now, haven't we? If we could just run past them, that'd be great. See you later, guys.
Storm like that guarding the gates. I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Okay, so that seemed easier. Just let them fight and just run straight past.
Whew. We have a lot of shooting to do, Captain.
Not necessarily. Quick, 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 go, 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 go. Okay, this is where it all goes fun. Whew. So, there's been a couple of missions in this game, haven't there, where I've literally just ran through rather than, what's this armor? .67 helmet and 42 armor. I think that's better than what I've got on a 67 helmet. Let's just see. It might be more than what I've got. 34 and 29. Yeah. I think just for the numbers we're gonna have to do it. Hey, what we've got on doesn't look like what the picture. Oh well. Oh, sell. Sell junk. That Phineas's plasma rifle actually seemed to do work. Okay. The pit. But yeah, there's been a couple of missions where running through seems to be the best choice. Okay, we've got limited time.
Incoming! Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, I see. So, where are we supposed to pit exit over there? All of the different factions come to fight at this point. So, if you don't have a good reputation with them, this is probably impossible. Whereas if you've got a good reputation with everybody, it makes it much easier. Ah, okay. I like that. That's at least gives you a reason to gameplay reason too. Oh hell. Yep, you bug out over there, that's much better for all of us. Okay, so we get this level up again. We wanted to do one lockpick and the perk was going to be companion crit chance is what we did last time on it. Bonus to headshot damage, yeah, that's good. Until dawn.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell, I presume.
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
You'd prefer to keep riding this downward spiral? I can fix this place.
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, yes I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
With your resources and some of the folks on the hub, we could do a lot.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent and scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Good, maybe some good can come out of you after all. Where is Phineas? Feels like it's better. It would be better just to get rid of that guy. But hey. Limited time.
NSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
So MSI coming to the rescue there.
Take a breath now, folks.
Nice.
Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Liberating Halcyon, and then there's not a damn thing you can do to stop us.
Do you imagine you're leading some grand revolutionary army? The iconoclasts and MSI have put aside their differences and attacked the prison together. I never imagined such a thing would be possible. But here we are. You're nothing but a rabble-rouser. I'm going to put an end to your little rebellion, and then I'm going to have you and your associates arrested.
I'm here for Phineas, let him go.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
You don't understand. Phineas is my friend. I'm not leaving without him.
Well, that's mostly correct. You're not leaving here at all. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain.
Let's talk about this.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me.
You don't want to die on Tartarus. I'm giving you a chance to walk away.
Interesting that you think I'm going to die here. I believe I'm more than capable of taking you on.
Nothing stopped me so far. What's make you think you will?
Fair point. I don't know how you've managed to defy the odds. By every reasonable estimate, you should be dead. Yet here you stand. I've devoted my entire life to protecting Halcyon. I'm not afraid to die in the line of duty.
Halcyon is collapsing. If protecting this colony was your duty, you failed.
Don't you think I know that? Yes, I made mistakes. Costly mistakes. Leaving you alive was the worst of them all. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
Okay, enough talk, let's settle this.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry, I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
An automechanical warden. I assume there's more than one. This guy. Whoa, now. Oh, God's sake.
Damn it! Not you too!
Just don't feel like you've got enough control in a fight. That's a problem. That was my highest DPS one at the machine gun.
Incoming!
Okay, Nyoka's down. And plus, all my fucking teammates just die straight away. Ugh. They're fucking everywhere. Oh man, and then now it's just me and everybody else. Okay. Should have taken that perk where you do more damage and whatnot when you're by yourself. That seems to be the way right now. Oh my god. There's no control, there's no, like, I can't, you know, I'm just gonna end up running around in a circle, healing, taking one shot, hoping I don't run into the big dude. It's just really, oh my god. It's really one-dimensional combat, and it's just so boring. Okay, is that all of the little guys for now? No. Any more? I guess we need to get him to run into these things. Come on, run at me. Did that take any health off him? I imagine that's why all these are laid out. Oh, give it a rest. For God's sake, man. There's more doors that haven't been opened yet as well in this, so this is just gonna carry on. Probably gonna run out of healing stuff at some point soon. Well, I got out of the way of that. Any more explosive barrels? Here's one. Run at me, bro. You know that's gonna happen again. knew it was gonna happen, but pain in the ass, fucking robots. No, 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 no. Okay. Tell me that's last time. These are all open now. Okay. Like I say, the combat's just so one-dimensional. But anyway, we don't have to do much more of it now, I don't think. Yeah, thanks guys. This all looks pretty fancy.
Why won't you
No.
Get me out of here!
Just no.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
You know I won't let anything happen to you, Phineas.
I know, my friend, I know. And now it's finally over. The board's finished. It's only a matter of time before the entire system slips from their grasp. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left.
Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
We have a lot of work ahead of us. We best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Dun dun dun.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence further cemented Ellie's perspective. She understood she could never truly rely on others, so she set about making sure she wouldn't have to. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She enjoyed a long and infamous career running missions across the system. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Okay, so I was right. It was that was the last mission. Oh, I'm just gonna ignore all of the contradictions in those epilogues there. It must be hard work trying to, like, you know, write epilogues for when there's all these different choices in the game. But there was a lot of contradictions in those last bits, and I noticed one of the photos as well. With the scientists. One was the scientist with, I think it was Phineas was there, and then the exact same photo except Phineas was swapped out for another scientist, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know, something like, I never really felt like I was, you know, part of the story when playing this game. It was, I mean, it looks incredible. There's so many reasons why I should really like it. But at the end of the day, it just didn't, whether it's the story or the characters, something about it, just didn't grip me in a way that a lot of other games have. But you know, overall it was a quality experience, and I think they're definitely a developer to keep an eye on for future games. I don't know, maybe at some point I'll go back and play, New Vegas, because I never played it, and everyone said, oh, you'd like it, because I've been quite vocal in the past about not being a huge fan of Bethesda games. I really enjoy them when they first come out, for the first, like, when you're exploring and whatever, but I get to a point and I just get bored of them really quickly. But I'm quite vocal about not liking Bethesda RPGs very much, and people I speak to who say, oh, well, have you played New Vegas? And I was like, and I never have, but they say, well, it's kind of like a Bethesda RPG, but it's but the story and characters are a lot better. So it might be worth a shot, because the thing about that makes me think I'd probably enjoy it a little bit more than this is the atmosphere. It's like a Fallout game's got a bit more of a dark, kind of low-key sarcasm kind of a atmosphere, which is more my kind of comedy than this is a bit of a, I don't know, more like a TV comedy kind of atmosphere or something. It's like a weird mix. There's obviously a lot of different influences for the writing and the characters and story and stuff. Like I've mentioned a few times in this playthrough, that there's that Firefly must have been a big influence to them, because it is a kind of ragtag bunch of folks on a ship, like just trying to get by, but then also Parvati is so like the engineer, and the fact that there's a vicar on board, and you know, the crew is kind of quite similar to the Firefly crew, just not as good, but but I think that last mission, there was definitely it was more obvious to me what it was about the writing and the kind of pacing and things like that weren't kind of to my taste. And at the end, when you get the whole, oh, you're the best thing that's happened to this, blah 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 blah, it's going to be tough, but we're all going to make it, kind of a thing. You know, I don't know, it just felt a bit flat. But yeah. I'll let these credits play out anyway, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, which is probably going to be more Mass Effect, while I'm deciding on something else to start alongside that. So thanks ever so much for joining us. If you've made it to here, then thanks even more. But if anyone finds any enjoyment out of these videos, and that's cool, I'm just doing it because I enjoy it myself. So alright, see you in a bit, guys. Bye.